husband and I took a 3-day Royal Caribbean cruise for our 20th anniversary without the children. Let's break it down. We are officially on day 2 of our Royal Caribbean cruise on the Utopia. We just pulled into Nassau. So we're doing something that we've never done on a cruise. I was trying to think last night, how many cruises have we been on? I think this is my
Together?
8th cruise total.
You've
I only did
one.
one before you.
No.
I did one in 2000. That was it.
We did the Carnival.
Yeah.
We did the holiday together.
Right, that was on Carnival.
And I did the one with Mom and them.
That was before me, yeah.
And the Dice Tower, Lure of the Seas, this one, Utopia. There's another one we went on.
We did the one remember it was like June in the Caribbean. It was hotter than blazes.
The 6th there, and then there was the 7th was Disney, so 7.
So
And
anyway,
I prefer Royal.
Royal's really nice.
I'm still digging this whole screen thing, like they did with Disney with the porthole with the electric.
Yes.
I've been bragging about that for people. I'm like, oh, get into your room because it's got a porthole, and then you can see outside, and every once in a while, like Sebastian or something will come over and something like that. But I didn't expect this. This is absolutely great for an interior room to have this. I would say it's about 5 feet tall. It's over 5 feet tall. It looks like a balcony window, but it's a screen.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it shows you the view from the side that you're on because we are currently looking at a Carnival cruise ship.
Yeah, I just pulled in. We were looking at Wish, and then
right there. How many boats did you count out there today, Nassau?
There's a Carnival. There's an MSC.
There's
the Wish, then this Carnival, and us, so 5. And it looks like they're building a pier over here.
Yeah.
To maybe put a 6 for Nassau.
For Nassau.
That's gonna be a lot of people.
We're not even getting off the ship today.
No. Dressed for the hot tub.
That's right.
And then I'm going to the thermal spa. If you're gonna do anything, thermal spa, I'm telling you, is the absolute. She told me to do this last time we went on one, and then I'm like, no, I ain't doing that, And then she's like, just lay down, and I'm like, oh, yes.
Yep. I checked them out at Disney, and it was like $300 at Disney for the whole week. What was we had a 4-night, 5-day cruise at Disney, right? It was like 4 nights?
Was it 4
or 3 nights?
No, it was 4 nights. We had 5 days, 4 nights. It was 5 days, because the 7 days were like the Marvel or the Star Wars were the 7.
The 5th day was, so we only had 4 day. We had a 4-day.
Was that 4 day? I thought it was 4 nights.
No, because the 5th was the extra $1,000, but that was the Marvel or the Star Wars. And we were tempted, but it was like another 1,000.
I thought that was a 7 day.
Nope, it was the 5, because that was our breaking point. So anyway, for the full week at Disney, it was like $300 a person but they had more offerings, I feel like. I didn't check it. I didn't know a lot about it. Leg Life has done a lot of vlogs on their cruise ships, and they do the adult area. That's where I learned about it, and I went to check it out, and I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna pay $300 just to go back here and sit. We checked it out for the little fridge.
I didn't even know there's a little fridge in there.
Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know. What are we gonna put in a little fridge though in your cabin?
I guess if you can get room service, I guess, if you want to put it in later.
Bring stuff down.
I wouldn't sit here and stay in my room all day to eat.
No. So many places that are open all day long. Like, I was like, why in the world would you?
The solarium is great.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. We decided this trip we're going super casual. We're not going to go to formal dining. Formal dining is fabulous. The food is great, but there's so much food.
The helpings are so huge.
Yeah, it's just it's a lot of food, and you can eat all day long. So we checked out the Windjammer last night.
And they had the lamb chops, and they had the prime rib, the fried chicken, all the stuff that was on the menu. So like tonight, I'm gonna check a look and see if it's everything that they're doing on the main dining, which logistically makes sense. If they're doing because they got to cook all this food.
Right.
So if you're having the sit down, they're probably cooking the same stuff that's going to go up to the Windjammer. Is she's saying the portions? I mean, you eat, and it's great. I love the sit down eating, especially for breakfast. But you feel so bloated afterwards because you just eat so much food.
Well, so here's the thing though. Before, on the smaller ships, we just had the Windjammer, and it is super crowded, super busy. You're like fighting for a place to sit down. You're trying to get through all of the kids, and it's overwhelming, especially if you have kids. But on these bigger ships, now we have a solarium as well. So it's in the forward Windjammer's in the aft.
It's literally like, I think it's just a few decks above us.
Yeah, our placement, I wasn't sure
Perfect.
how I was gonna like this, but we
Love
are
it.
6 forward, so the Vitality Spa and the gym is right around the corner from us, so that's awesome. And then we can just go straight up and hit the solarium, and it's labeled as, what'd you say, California, Mediterranean?
California, Mediterranean, continental.
Yeah, it's a lot of fresh foods, but honestly, we went there and we ate, and I got some video of the offerings, and then we went over to the Windjammer where it was crazy busy, and there were a couple of things that we noticed that were additional at the Windjammer that they didn't have at the solarium, but I don't know that my life is, any worse off.
Yeah, but I think also because it was busier, because again, the gangway's opening at 9:30, and it's like, which is now. I mean, so now everybody's getting off, so everyone was eating before they left. But if we went there after the gym and that, it would have been okay.
If you're early riser, I think both the solarium and the Windjammer opened at 7:30. 7:30.
I think the two things I saw up at the Windjammer that I wanted was the bread pudding, the avocado toast with the prosciutto. That looked good, but that was already full from eating at the solarium. But
maybe in another hour we'll go back. And
the solarium's good. I like that. So we're gonna hit the hot tubs and that. But being forward placed, like she said, is great, because you get you're right on the corner to the thermal spa, the gym, which I went this morning and it was not busy. I think what time?
But you were there what, 6?
About 6 o'clock. I got there 5:30, 6 o'clock, which is usually about an hour after about half an hour after I'm at the gym at home. But by the time I was leaving, it was getting busy, and then I think you left. Yeah. After I had gotten back and showered, you went to go, and it was packed.
It was packed. And the unfortunate part about the gym is I do like the room that they have. They've got foam rollers, and they've got mats. You can do some mat work or yoga, but that room is taken up by classes that you have to pay for. There was an ab strengthening at 7. There was yoga at 7:30. There was
aquasizing up at the pool.
Yeah, aquasizing. I don't know if was that an extra charge?
No, I think you just signed up the registry. You said a register for that. So, but no, I counted on that. I think there's about 24 treadmills. Huh?
Yeah, so many.
24 treadmills facing outwards towards the water, and then
did you get both sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's both sides. There's like 12 here, 12 on the other side. No, there's 14 and 10, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then there's probably about 16 elliptical trainers, a couple of stationary bikes, a couple of rows. They had a lot of the hammer strength equipment for the free weights, barbells, live fitness that you would see like at Planet Fitness and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So you can get your whole entire body. Of course, there's room for the yoga. There was a spin classroom.
There's a spin classroom too.
That was kind of cool. I mean,
I'm not spinning.
The thermal spa. I'm telling you, the heated tile seats and the infrared sauna's nice.
Sauna,
That I do think now again, maybe it's because it's been a year, but I thought the Allure of the Seas thunderstorm shower was a lot better than this trough.
They just have the rain.
It's just rain. It's rain plus it's got the waterfall thing that you gotta figure out whatever angle it is for the waterfall, but then it's got which was nice, and then the rainfall, which was nice too. But I thought the one the Lower Seas it had the heavier, larger droplets, so it was just felt more relaxing. And then of course you can hit I think the first time I hit that thunderstorm one, it scared the crap out of me because I sat there and hit it, and all these sprayers go off, and it's and all this thunderstorm. I'm like, this is like more hurricane than this thunderstorm, but whatever, I mean, this is your thing. But
I do like this one because I can't remember, was there 8 or 10 chairs, and those chairs are a lot warmer than they were on the Allure.
Well, and Allure was a little older. It was one of I think it was
crazy,
second because the Oasis came out first, and I think then the Allure, then this maybe. I think
it's possible,
but they probably would renovate because there was only like 4 or 5 on that one, and
they
looked like granite, sculpted granite, where this has got the tile. The mosaic tile wall was kind of cool.
Yes, I got pictures of that too. That was beautiful.
Very relaxing in there. But
definitely worth. That's an expenditure that we'll always get. Oh, and your coffee card. We've learned, get the coffee card before you get on the ship because you save what, $7-8 in taxes.
Taxes, yeah. And they offered it at 2 months prior to the cruise, or 3 months prior to the cruise, at $23, and I didn't snag it at the time. But if you're a big coffee snob like me, it's worth it. because you're paying Starbucks prices at $4.50 just a regular coffee. So you're really getting 15 coffees for $38. So you're getting it for two something a coffee. There's that, but they're basic coffees, so they're gonna be like your latte, your iced latte, your espresso, your Americano. But your specialty drinks, you'll have to actually go to or Starbucks, but you have to actually go to the Starbucks booth
and pay for that.
You'll pay for that because you can't use a coffee. But the standard coffee here, now the Solarium, it was different. It was Lavazza coffee. It was okay. The coffee that is the free for everyone is a hot on tap, and I don't think it's a Colombian. It's almost like an Ethiopian. It's actually pretty good. So if you're not a coffee snob, then don't do the cart. Just do the regular coffee. It's good. And there was a ton of teas.
They had a ton of teas and hot chocolate, and that's there all the time.
Free.
Plus, something else I noticed too is they had juice. Like they have orange juice and apple juice,
lemonade, and iced tea.
Yeah, but like on a cruise, I'm used to lemonade, fruit punch, water, and iced tea, and then your basic coffee or decaf. These have been elevated where that hot chocolate is there all the time. Several different flavors of tea. It's not just black tea. There was chamomile, English breakfast, peppermint tea, Earl Grey. Yeah, there was all kinds of different teas, and then the hot chocolate, and they were out all the time. I was pretty impressed with that. Plus they had milk on the...
Half and half. Had whole milk, half and half, and then, up at the Solarium, they actually had cream, which was, it was real cream.
Right. In the Cafe Promenade, they have those
dispensers.
hand-wavy things.
Yeah, and the hand-wavy thing, everybody figures out, you have to put there's two sensors. There's a bottom sensor that senses the cup or glass there, because you can't use your bottles. You got to use their glass to fill up your reusable bottles. But then you have to put your hand in front of it, so that way you have to have something there so it's not constantly running into the tray.
And the hot water
is hot.
Hot. It's hot. Holy crap.
And the shower water, hot water is hot. I'm like, I'm just going to drink this water. Woo! Scald. Yeah. Taking videos of the water slides. There's like three or five. There's the tubes up here. There's the two facing aft, and then there's the three spirals facing forward around the pool deck area.
And then there's that crazy thing.
The ultimate abyss where you go down. It's a slide that goes from the 12th deck down to the exits at the boardwalk on the 5th or the 6th deck.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
But it's not a water slide. It's just one of those like you're on a mat. But that's super cool. I think we're going to have to do that.
I'm going to do that today. Yeah, I'm going to do that today. But
there's so many activities. That's what I was telling him. Like, if your kids are 12 and older, now Royal has done a lot of kids sail free, but that's under 12 years old. You can put 4 people in a room without getting junior suites. There's a lot more adjoining rooms. So, like what we did in Disney, he registered in one room, I registered in the other. We had adjoining rooms, and we just put all the kids on one side, and we were on the other side. And that was great because you got 2 bathrooms for 5 people. But Royal is doing a lot of the adjoining rooms now, and their interiors. Yeah, almost all of them are adjoining, which is fabulous. And the kids being 12 and older, they pretty much have free reign of the ship. Like, they ain't going anywhere. Let them run. We wouldn't have to see them.
So the adults have the forward third of the ship because you get the Solarium, which is adults only. So there's hot tubs and waiting pools and stuff like that, which are really nice. We're going to go check out here in a minute.
Yeah.
And then the back is all kids. So there's the putt-putt, there's the rock climbing on the by the aqua stage, or the aqua theater there's 2 rock climbing walls there actually, by the hot dog place and that. And then there's, what was that? There's a kids play area, and then, which was kind of cool. It was all lit up with LEDs last night. That was
cool. And I found the shuffleboard. It's along the walking path.
Oh, on the 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that's where the outside. That's the run track.
Yeah, you have a walk and run track around the ship, which is nice. It's on the 4th deck, and then every once in a while there would be a spot. There were 2 spots because the one spot was just kind of like a hangout spot. Mm-hmm. That's where the runners were. Apparently there's a marathon because they all had their little numbers. I know they do one at Coco Cay.
They do one at Coco Cay tomorrow.
But I didn't know they were doing one at Nassau as well.
I think it's a 3K or 5K. I think it's a 5K.
So they'll probably let them off early because they were all ready to go when I was walking around this morning. Or maybe they're doing it around the walking trail. I don't know. But then there was another spot, and that was the shuffleboard, and I thought that was kind of cool.
We did the comedy show last night. The comedy show last night was pretty good.
Comedy show was fun. It's adult.
Adult only.
Yeah.
18 and older.
18 and older. But there's an ice rink. They've got
laser tag in there.
Laser tag in there all day long. There's so many activities. Like I told them, we would never see the kids. They're old enough to just have free reign of the ship. There's so much going on all day long. We don't have to get off the ship to go to Nassau. We're just going to hang and chill.
I mean, Nassau is kind of cool. We did the Pirate Museum last year when we came here.
Fun.
That was pretty cool.
If you've never been to Nassau, walk to the Pirate Museum and do that.
Seeing the old town, the historical part is kind of cool too. You know, they got placards out. It's a history if you're a history buff or something like that.
Yeah.
But it is a touristy area, so it's going to be people, merchants and that selling things.
We did the chocolate factory tour when we were on the Disney. It was myself, Samara, Emily, and then the two grandmas.
Yeah.
We are in the Caribbean, which was colonized by England first, and their version of chocolate is not what I would call chocolate. I would not recommend doing, paying $70 a person to do the chocolate tour because it's very bitter chocolate. So you got to think more Cadbury, not Godiva.
It's like semi-sweet then?
No, it's bitter.
It's bitter.
Cadbury bitter. Because that's what the UK calls, that's what England calls chocolate, is bitter. I mean, and I like a good Cadbury, but it just, blah.
I think
I wouldn't have paid that much
the
for it.
best cruise we did was the one that we hit, was it St. Martin?
Yeah.
The Dutch Antilles.
The Dutch Antilles,
that was really cool. That was and we've kind of noticed with these cruise ships, if you go with the smaller ship that may not have as many amenities, but they seem to have the better port visits, where these large ships, they're so big, it's hard for them to get into some of these ports. So basically you're floating on a resort. Yeah. So everything's on the ship. So it's small ship, it's about the destination, whereas Laura says that the big ship, the ship is the destination. You're just cruising,
Yeah. And these 3-dayers are nice. I mean, we've been to Nassau twice, so we're not getting off the ship. Coco Cay we've been to last year.
I love Coco Cay.
I'm so excited to go back to Coco Cay. There's this hut where they have fried food. And it was like fried cheese sticks, and they had little funnel cakes. I've been thinking about that for days.
And they've done a really amazing job on that island. It's a beautiful, beautiful island. And
I'm telling you, Coco Cay is better than Disney's Castaway Cay.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since we went again. I mean, we don't know, because like you said, that Labadee, when we went to Labadee, it was horrible because the sharp coral and all that up there. But you said that they've completely revamped it because your friends went out to that. So we hear from people that how beautiful it is now. So who knows, Disney may have put some money into it
Disney put a different one. They've got a Lighthouse Cay now, so they've been building a new private island. Which, I mean, that would be good too, but I'm just thinking like Coco Cay, there was actual pools on the island, where Castaway, you just had the ocean. Remember that whole center was the pool.
Oh, there was all these lagoon areas, the pools that you can go into that were kind of cool.
Plus there were multiple places, there were so many places to get food all around Coco Cay. But I think that's probably because their ships are bigger, Like they said, 6,000 people on this ship?
And that's not even thinking about the Icon series. Like the Icon, the Star, and the Legends, they're even bigger than this.
So they've got to have a place for people to spread out. But yeah, I'm excited just to walk around and explore the ship, and there's food everywhere. So I'm really excited about not doing the formal dining and just grazing all day long.
Yeah, formal dining's always been my thing, but like I said, you mentioned when we were packing for the trip, it was like, it's so much food. You get done, you're just like, ugh.
And honestly, like you said, in the solarium, you got the lamb. I had a little fried chicken wing, which was all I wanted. That was perfect. I had a little square of key lime pie, the exact same stuff they had in the formal dining. It's just a little bitty square.
The Boston cream pie was pretty good.
Yeah, plus
a small portion. It was just enough. And the chocolate was amazing. Nice dark chocolate on it. It was really good.
Everything that we had offered up in the formal dining, we could get in the solarium or Windjammer.
Yeah.
We'd get in the Windjammer. We didn't check. Did you look at the hours on the solarium?
No, I forgot to check on the way out. But we got to go there. We got to go that way anyway. Hot tub. So.
Yeah, I don't know if the solarium's open for dinner, but the Windjammer was fine for dinner.
There's a loco for the which the kids would like because it's your
The Mexican, it was okay.
You get your burritos, the tacos,
Yeah.
nachos,
El Loco.
quesadillas.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, so
Jaden will just eat weight in quesadillas or all the donuts and cookies and all that. Everything.
No kidding. They did have a few extra pastry options at the Windjammer that they did not have at the Solarium.
The Solarium I think I like the Solarium about it is that it doesn't feel as crowded. The view and the atmosphere, it's definitely more chillax. It's just very, chill versus the Jammer is just constantly. You got to hit the Jammer at the right time. I mean, it's just
right. When we must have been up there. I didn't look at the time, but it was what 9:30.
Well, again, the gangway was getting ready to drop, so everybody's trying to get their food before they head out.
Yeah.
Whereas on Coco Cay, they're not going to care because they bring the food the food's there, basically just eating whatever's on there all day long. So
yeah, just fabulous.
Let's hit the hot tub though.
Yep, we're going to hit the hot tub.